topic right now, talking about diastasis and how every exercise is safe for diastasis, which can be true in certain scenarios. But we're going to talk about being recently postpartum. And the most important thing we're going to look at in this picture of this rectus abdominis, or those six-pack abs, is this midline right in the middle, right? All the way up the middle. It's called the linea alba. And this is the tissue that's going to allow room in your belly for that baby to grow. So why don't I do frontal abs with newly postpartum clients? If you look closely to this picture, you'll see that the muscle fibers run up and down in the rectus abdominis. So I'm going to pretend that my sweater here, so each side of here is my ab muscles. In the middle, I have my linea alba. So if I'm doing frontal abs such as crunches or sit-ups, as I bend down, look what happens along that linea alba. We get a gap, all right? And that's something we don't want to do. We want to keep tension on the linea alba. So what are we going to do? How do I address that with being able to still do core exercises postpartum, but avoiding those frontal core exercises? All right, so what muscles do we want to work? That's a real question, right? Everybody wants to know. Well, under the rectus abdominis, you have this layer of muscles, and these are called the transverse abdominis. And this line right here is still the linea alba. So this is still the same tissue that we find on that top layer, but this is our deep core, the transverse abdominis. And if you look close, these muscle fibers run side to side. So when we engage the transverse abdominis, we're going to move them closer together, which is going to create good tension along the linea alba, which on that top layer is going to move the rectus abdominis, or those six-pack muscles, even closer together. So the answer is, where do we want to start with core work? We want to start here in the deep core. We want to work those deep core muscles, those transverse abdominis, work on getting that good tension on that linea alba.